Welcome to I Love the Patriarchy, and in this video, we will expose the normalization of misandry. Remember to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Without wasting much time, let us get into it. It is said that everyone and everything is useful, even if it is to be used as a bad example. Nothing embodies this saying as perfectly as the United Kingdom. Misogynistic myths kicked out of classrooms to protect children. This is from gov.uk. Government publishes final statutory relationships, sex, and health education guidance for schools. This coming from a country which 200 short years ago was the most powerful empire. A country that at some point colonized a quarter of the world. The UK is now a country of pussies. While the pussies in the UK are pearl-clutching about the misogyny boogeyman, misandry is becoming normalized in the online space. You'll be lucky to scroll on past 5 videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and even YouTube without coming across a men-hating video or post. This next screen grab generally summarizes the dating dynamics between a modern woman and the modern man. The modern man has essentially become a Kinodia, and the modern woman has become the Akode. This was posted on December 1st, 2025 on Facebook from Tahira Mbele. When I cheated on you with my baby daddy, you still stayed. When I accidentally got pregnant by him again, you still took care of us. When I left you crying and popped back up with a whole ring on my finger, you still agreed to be my peace. The day you said I'd rather have half of you than none of you, I knew you was never letting go. You've been loving me through my chaos, my dirt, my drama, and through my selfish faces. You, the king in this story, and I love how you keep choosing me, even when I was outside choosing everybody else. These are also the type of women who call themselves tens and say they deserve such and such a man. These are the types of women who attempt to shame men for going for younger, low-mileage women. On the other hand, a man to disrespect himself that much is just sad. But the world must balance its books of accounts. For every hoe, there is a Captain Save-A-Hoe. The following screen grab is about how women cheer on a woman who literally is ruining her life with online con. Let us see what this woman posted. This was posted on Facebook by Weird World. Katrina Rose reportedly quit her store job after realizing her income could never cover her father's medical and full-time care costs. She told the Daily Mail that her father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and now requires constant assistance, with expenses said to reach around $75,000 a year. On a retail salary, she claimed there was no way to keep up with no financial safety net and mounting bills. She says she turned to OnlyFans, not for luxury or attention, but to make sure her father continued receiving proper care. The story, based on her personal account on the Daily Mail, has sparked intense debate online, highlighting how rising healthcare costs can force young people into life-altering choices long before they are ready. Now let us dive into the comment section. Cassie Cassandra says, "Good on her. The same men telling her to put her clothes on are the ones subscribing and paying her to take them off. Get that money, girl. Love emoji." Kamlai Chan says, "Well, it does speak volumes when even those in more higher-on jobs leave entirely to pursue OnlyFans, just to have a stable income. Live comfortably and not worry about paying bills, including healthcare bills. Well done to her." Mary Smith says, "You do what you have to do to provide for those you care about. I was going to do that back before I was diagnosed with cancer and before my husband became disabled. I realized after he became disabled, I will make enough money to cover all our expenses because seriously, who would want to look at me? And if I was doing that, he wouldn't qualify for disability. So I'm glad she has this option. I hope she can comfortably ignore her detractors and find peace in knowing she helped her man." Now imagine you being the men in these women's lives, cheering on women who do con. And a woman saying, "Hey, I also wanted to do this con, it's just that, I had cancer. Cancer is the only thing that stopped me from doing this." The women will cheer the bad behavior of fellow women and then turn around and blame the men for opting out of dating and marriage. Now the next clip you will see a woman who has zero business advising other women. I mean, what is a woman who has a receding hairline saying about relationships? If her own hair is running away from her face.
I recently turned the beautiful age of 29, and what I can tell you I've learned in the 28 years of my life about men, again, never spend a minute feeling sorry for a man. Don't. Because men are the most selfish beings in the world. A man will be with you, but if things dare go left, he'll pick himself first. And women, we tend to pick those we love first before we pick ourselves. Be selfish. Be selfish. Never feel sorry. Cut them off anyhow you want. Usihurumie wanaume, don't. And I've been doing that lately for quite some time, and it's been the most liberating thing ever in how I look at relationships. I love it. Love it.
It is always them ugly ones who have a lot to say about men. I salute any man who even attempted to hit that. But you know what they say in these streets? Cover the face and fire the base. Talking about ugly women, I mean, there is one thing to be ugly and humble, and another to be ugly and loud. There are people who know their place in the world, then there is this ugly specimen. This is what she posts. If you hear your man complain how he is broke, just know that he is a serious must-have. This thing keeps them from productivity. They are so much absorbed in this energy and keeps them in low frequency. I guess all the men she was with were broke and they did the self-help. I get why she sounds hard. Imagine thinking you are the shit, but all you seem to attract are broke men. And if that is not bad enough, the broke guy preferring the work of his hands rather than your pleasure hole. Damn, that must have been traumatizing. Let us normalize taking our traumas to therapy and not to social media, alright? Cool. The UK will be best advised to mandate women-hating classes to all women, especially to those who call themselves feminists, because no one hates the woman more than other women, and especially the feminists. I will let a woman tell it because a man saying the same will be considered a woman hater or, in a pussified society, a misogynist. Go ahead, my sister.
If feminists had their own country, would they survive?
Absolutely not. I think they would eat each other.
Why wouldn't they survive?
The thing about feminists is they actually hate women. They try to hide under this disguise of like, oh, we love women, but they really want to be men, but then also hate men because they're jealous of them. If you just get a bunch of feminists in a room, like I said, I feel like they'll just all start attacking each other. There will be a moment where they do find a disagreement, and the only way that they'll be able to go on is to be violent. That's what they do.
Now that is a woman who has seen the light. Thank you very much for watching my video. Remember to like, share and comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. See you in the next one.